Larry Harwood says, any truth to the story of Bill Dundee and Macho Man Randy Savage, where a gun was pulled in Memphis and claims Macho Man stole food from a grocery store?
What was this? Macho Man and Bill Dundee.
Yeah. So this is the Bill Dundee gun story.
Oh, that didn't come from stealing from a grocery. I never heard that.
I think that might be two different stories, wasn't it? Randy Savage just used to shoplift a lot.
Maybe. I don't know. I've heard that too. But I've never had anything to validate that story. What happened with Dundee and Savage? Savage had a rival promotion that he started up in Lexington, Kentucky, and I forgot what they called it. And it was Randy and Lanny and Angelo. They all formed this different company in opposition to Jerry Jarrett and Jerry Lawler's company. And somehow it got back to Savage that Dundee had said something about Randy. So they were both at a European health spa close to Hendersonville, Kentucky. And Dundee worked out there. And Savage, he had actually, he was coming through, he was in Nashville, and he was working out there. So they ran into each other and they had words. So they went out into the parking lot, and I don't know, I think Dundee was coming in and Randy was leaving, one or the other. So they got into it, and I think Randy slapped him or hit him, and they kind of locked up. And then Dundee, he said, screw this. I think maybe Angelo and Lanny may have got involved. I don't think Lanny did, but Angelo may have got involved. And Dundee reached in his car and he pulled out a gun and he threatened to shoot all the popos. And then I think Lanny took off. Randy took off. And that's the story I heard. And I saw Dundee later that day or the next day. He had a cut over his eye. He'd been in a tussle. So, and that was by Randy. And I actually called Randy up. Nobody else would talk to him. I called him up because he kept calling me and wanted me to come and appear on some of his shows. Well, he offered me, decent money, but I was doing it like, if I did it, I would do it more as like a favor. But Lexington, from where I lived, was like 250 miles. Brother, I do somebody a favor, but I'm not riding 4.5 hours, go up and 4.5 back. And I never would commit to a match with Randy. And I know what he wanted to do. He wanted me to come up there and, us redo our things, our angle from before. I knew that. And if I went up, I would be committed to go more, and I didn't want to. So, but he was trying to make his territory go. Dundee was bad mouthing him, saying he's going to get him. And when they ran into each other, it's push come to shove, and they had to fight, and he pulled the gun.
Did the gun get fired? Or was it just
no?
Around?
The gun did not get fired.
What was the relationship between Randy and Bill like after? Is it ICW? I think it was ICW.
Oh, it was ICW. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was when he came to work for Jerry Jarrett.
Yeah, exactly. Did they get along okay?
Well, they got along okay, but I don't think they worked that much together. I think either by Bill not wanting to or Randy not wanting to, but I don't remember them. And now don't get me wrong, it's been a long time ago. They could have had some matches, but I never knew I mean, once that happened in that parking lot of the gym, I think that was never brought up again. So it was one of those things that happened, but I don't think it had any lingering effects other than a guy pulling a gun on you and threatening to shoot you. That's all.